Welcome to the Man Utd stream. Hope you're doing well. It's Thursday morning and I've got a smile on my face because the sun is shining outside and it's slightly warmer today. It's not raining. Thank God it's not raining. It's slightly warmer. The weather's looking bright, but United are not. United are in free fall. Ruben Amorim is in free fall and Ineos are not doing anything about it apart from collecting the revenue, record-breaking revenue yesterday of £666 million. Still, United are making this kind of money. That's because we've got a huge fan base and we are a giant of a club. That's got nothing to do with Ineos and it's got nothing to do with the Glazers. In fact, they are the ones that are there just to milk the club. They're there to milk us and for everything we've got, increasing the prices for the tickets on match day, just screwing us over for everything that they can. And then they're claiming that they've done good. They've not done anything for United. Nothing. Ineos, they've not done nothing. If you think Ineos have come in and invested shitloads of money into the club, you are wrong. Absolutely wrong. Ineos have taken on further short-term debt to go out there and spend big. They're not actually investing anything of their own apart from here and there. This pocket change. What Jim Ratcliffe has invested into Man United is pocket change. He's probably spent more just chilling out in the year. That's how crazy it is. Look, they've got no interest in really funding United. All they're there for is to take money. I've said it many times. Ineos, or Jim Ratcliffe, is another Glazer. He's the English version of the Glazers. A businessman who cares only about cost cutting, cutting jobs and making sure that the revenue is high so they can pocket the dividends. Or more like the Glazers, who still own 75% of the club, they can pocket the dividends. Where are they? Do you really think they're not happy with the amount of money United have made? They're the ones who ultimately benefit from everything that's going on at United in terms of the revenue. But the Glazers have never been interested in what's going on the pitch. They've never shown any interest. They don't really care whether United are performing or not. All they want to do is take the dividends and they want the fans off their back. And Ineos and Sir Jim Ratcliffe came in and did a really stellar job in doing that for them. So they've now got no fans on their case. The Glazers are never mentioned and Ineos take the flack. And Ineos don't care because Sir Jim Ratcliffe doesn't care. He doesn't give a shit about the fans. He knows exactly how to lie to us. He knows what United fans are all about and what will make them happy and what will shut them up. And giving us the shit about the PSR, United haven't got any money and we're going to struggle with PSR. What was all that about? That was just to get the fans off his back because United fans were saying, why aren't we going out and investing shitloads of money into rebuilding this squad? We know that if a decent owner had come in, a top owner, he would have made sure United bring in at least 5, 6, 7 different new players to strengthen the squad, clear out everybody else and make sure, absolutely make sure that we have the right players to go into this new season. And I'm talking about getting at least 1 or 2 strikers, not just one unproven striker from the Bundesliga and say that's enough. And then not get 1 or 2 other players around the pitch and not just simply sign no midfielder. Just because we missed out on Blaber doesn't mean there's no other midfielder in the world right now that can play in this United team and sort us out and help us out. That's the biggest problem. And goalkeeper, yes, we signed Senny Lemons, but he's a young, unproven goalkeeper. Why didn't we sign 2 goalkeepers? Why didn't we get rid of Onana and get rid of Altay Bente and go and get top goalkeepers? Go and get Donnarumma. We know he's a top goalkeeper. He's ready-made. Look, we saw what City did. We saw what Pep did. He brought him in immediately and played him against us. And then what we do with Senny Lemons, for me, that just shows how little confidence Ruben Amorim has in his new signings. How is that possible? How can you make a signing such as Senny Lemons and then not play him? And then look, Altay Bendia, he's not a good goalkeeper. We know this is not a good goalkeeper. So hearing it from Ruben Amorim again and again, oh, he's a top goalkeeper, absolute rubbish. We know Altay Bendia is a hazard. He is a huge liability, and to play him in any game, never mind the derby, was always a mistake. Just look, there's so many mistakes that Ruben Amorim has made, and I've given him the benefit of the doubt, and I genuinely have. I've thought, no, look, Ruben Amorim, he will be good, he'll come good. He needs a pre-season, he needs his own transfer window, and he's had that, and he's still not showing any improvement in this team. Look, for me, there's so much I can rant on about, but I don't want to because this show could go on for hours and hours. What I want Ineos to do is make a call on Ruben Amorim. Ruben Amorim has got 3 games. In everybody's eyes, he's got 3 games. He's got the Chelsea game. It's going to be a very difficult game. We saw what they did to Bayern Munich out there. Yes, they lost, but they were very, very good away from home. Then we've got Brentford, not an easy game. And then we've got Sunderland. We should be winning that. But either way, whatever happens in these 3 games, we need to look for signs that this United team is cooking. And so far, it's not. And Ruben Amorim needs to change up things. He needs to change up things. The worst thing a manager can do is be stubborn. And we've heard now, we've heard from sporting fans that Ruben Amorim, one thing he does is he's stubborn. He does not change the way he plays. And look, it was all well and good playing 3 at the back out there in the Portuguese league, and Sporting were a decent team. They were playing really well. But you can't do the same in the Premier League. In the Premier League, even your shitter opposition are still decent. They can still counter-attack and they can still finish against you. So there is no weak opposition in the Premier League. And that's what I think Ruben Amorim has to wake up and see, that there's no weak opposition. Even Sunderland will give us an actual hard game. We were lucky against Burnley. We were actually lucky against Burnley to get that penalty, or else it would have been a draw at home at Old Trafford. These are the things that we need to be looking at. Our standards as Man United fans have dropped so low that we're happy to accept this win rate. We're happy to accept these performances. We're happy to accept finishing 15th. We're happy to accept that we're not going to finish in the Champions League spot. I mean, for me, it's a killer. For me, sitting there on Tuesday nights and Wednesday nights watching Champions League football and not seeing Man United there is absolutely horrendous. I've grown up watching United not only play in the Champions League, but reach the final stages of the Champions League, be a team that everyone's scared of. And now the tables have turned. We're watching Liverpool do that. And if Jim Ratcliffe is genuinely a Man United fan, he would be feeling the same pain. And he would be putting his money down, making sure that it gets done. And why hasn't he bought out United fully? Why is he still allowing the Glazers 75%? I thought he was a clever businessman. Why has he left these guys who are going to just suck the club dry still in there? Why? That's my questions. There's so many questions that we can ask of Ineos and Jim Ratcliffe. And to be honest with you, I have my doubts on what his intent is with this club. I want an owner of United who cares about the club, and that's it. Nothing else. Not money, not making revenue or this and that. That comes hand in hand. But the number one priority has to be to get the football right on the pitch, and that's not happening. Something is missing. Something is wrong, and we need to get to the bottom of it quickly before this season goes completely down the dumps, and the one competition that we're in, even that is completely lost in the Premier League. If we are in the relegation zone in the next couple of games, I mean, this is it. This is it. As fans, we need to wake up and start complaining. We need to actually make our voices heard. This is unacceptable. We're not going to take these performances from the players, from the manager. If they're not good enough, then they need to leave, because this is all about Man United. It's not about one manager and his philosophy and the way he wants to play. And it's not about players on the pitch and how they feel and how they want to play. No, it's about representing Man United and only Man United. Guys, sorry about that. It was a bit of a rant. I wasn't expecting to go off on a rant, but I'm going to close the show off today with saying please hit the like button on this video. Please subscribe so you can become part of this Manchester United community. And if you're new to the channel, you can hit subscribe so you can keep up to date with all the latest Manchester United news and more. But that's it, guys. You were watching the Man Utd Stream channel, a channel by the fans for the fans. Goodbye.